Hi and welcome to a 1-hour Yin Yoga practice. So for this class you will need some props. As you can see, I have 2 yoga blocks, I have 2 pillows and I have a bolster. Now if you don't have blocks, then grab a couple of books of a similar size, get your pillows, whether they're from the bed or the sofa, and if you have a bolster, great. Okay, and we're going to begin as I am now, seated. So you might have your legs crossed like this, or you may sit up onto your shins. So sit your bottom back onto your heels and excuse me, roll the shoulders back. Okay, so I'm going to be sat cross-legged. Okay, and then find a place where you can now be still. So I'm going to bring my palms to face up. So that allows me to be accepting, to receive. So please do the same and bring your first finger and your thumb there to touch. Close your eyes. If you struggle right now with having your eyes closed, then I suggest a soft, gentle gaze down towards the ground. Okay, so start bringing yourself into the space that you are in right now. By that I mean tuning into the sounds where you are. Identify 3 different sounds now. They might be faint sounds, they may be a little bit more pronounced. Is there anything in your room, the space that you're in, that you can smell? And what is the temperature of the room like on your skin? Feeling that connection of the thumb and the first finger touching there. Feel the connection of your sit bones on the ground, or perhaps your shins if you chose to sit up. Just open your mouth slightly. Maybe you're just going to lick your lips, so notice what that feels like. And then you can relax your tongue in your mouth. Relax your jaw. Let's take 3 breaths now together. So inhale. And then exhale. 2 more, breathe in. And breathe out. One more time, in. And out. Bring your hands together at your heart center and sit tall. Gently pushing your thumbs into your chest and send your hands over to the left a little bit so you can feel your own heart beating. Today's practice we are going to talk about I'm going to talk about, and you're going to think during your practice, how can you be more loving to yourself? And then also, how can you be more loving with others as a result of looking after yourself? Blink open your eyes, turn the corners of your mouth up a little bit, and then just have a look in one direction. Now, I'm not going to tell you which side to look to first of all. You may copy me, you might allow your body to lead you. Come back to center, and then the other side. So look the other way, and then come back. Bring your hand behind you, excuse me, and then come up onto your hands and your knees. So we're going to be in now a tabletop position. So also, you may wish to grab yourself a blanket, because in Yin our body temperature drops. If you wish to grab a blanket, you can always pause this and go and take one. So move your hips now from left to right. And then begin circling those hips. We're going to go the other way, circle the other direction. And then take your knees out to the side. Now we're going to come into our first Yin posture, which will be a child's pose. So we also use this as a rebound pose, but now we're going to use it as our first Yin pose, which we will hold now for 3 minutes. So as you see, I have a pillow here. If you want to use your bolster, if you have one of those, you can bring that here. And what this is going to do is just allow you to make this a little gentler. So bring your left or your right cheek to the mat and close your eyes. So if perhaps you feel a little bit uncomfortable to begin, move around and find a more comfortable position for you to be in. See if you can be still. Notice what it's like for you to be still right now. Is it easy? Is it a challenge? Where does your mind like to take you? So for me, this position is just irritating my knees slightly, so I've just moved my knees in together. If that's the case for you, you might do the same. You might even grab a blanket and bring that in between the backs of, so your calves here and your hamstrings. You just tuck it there in between. Most of our poses this evening, today, or whatever time of day you're practicing, we will hold for 3 minutes. slowly now coming out, remove your pillow, your bolster to the side, and just make any movements that feel good for you in your body. Okay, we're going to move into some cow cats. So inhale, arch the back, look up towards the ceiling, hold it here. And then exhale as you round your spine and tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale, we'll arch the back. Exhale, round the spine. One more time. Inhale, arching. Exhale, rounding. Okay, coming to neutral now, and we're going to move into a melting heart. So again, if you want to use a pillow, you could do. I think I'm going to do this without, so I'll demonstrate both with and without. So with the pillow, so melting heart, we're accessing a stretch here in our chest and into your upper back. So by having a pillow, it sort of brings the ground a little higher up towards you. So the hands are going to come out, and then the chin will be down on the pillow, and you're looking towards, so looking to the top of your mat. So if the neck is a little bothered, bring the forehead down. So as I say, I'm going to do this without, because I know that's comfortable for me, the comfortable place for me to be in. Okay, so you choose, and then we'll be here now for 3 minutes. Another 30 seconds here. Slowly we'll come out of that, and then you're going to come and lie on your front. So if you're struggling to lie on your front at the moment, if you're pregnant or for any other reason, then you can come back into your child's pose. Okay, so coming down. Your cheek on the mat, right or left, and then arms beside you. Relax the feet, close the eyes, and be still. Feel your heart beating against your mat. Okay, slowly as you can, bring your hands onto your mat and push up now onto those hands and knees. And we're going to move into a gentle downward facing dog. So if you tuck the toes under and then lift up, and you might quite like to have a little bit of movement here. It usually feels quite good in the first down dog. One heel to your mat and then the other. Let's take a big breath in and then open your mouth. Okay, lift up your right leg and bend into your knee. Bring in your right knee forwards. Now we're coming into half pigeon or sleeping swan. So sleeping swan is what it's called in Yin. It allows us to treat it differently, which I am going to do now. So I have brought this pillow, my pillow underneath my right glute, to give me that little bit of extra lift so that my hips are going to face forwards. And then my other pillow is going to come underneath my head. Okay, so if you feel like that is going to work for you, do the same. So make it different than your flow practice. And we're going to come down and close our eyes. Okay, so settle. If this hurts the knee, please come on your back into reclined. Okay, don't push through any discomfort. Here you should be feeling this into your right glute, your IT band, which runs from the hip to the knee on the outside, and perhaps your lower back. Slowly coming up from this position and then just bringing yourself into a child's pose. So bring yourself back. I'm just going to shift around so that you can see me on the other side. And we're going to come into a child's pose as a rebound pose, okay? So sitting back, bottom towards your heels. Right or left cheek to the mat. What does it feel like now in your right hand side? Push up onto your hands and your knees and then go back into your downward facing dog, lifting the hips, walking out the heels, lifting up the left leg, bending that knee, and then bringing the knee, the left knee, towards the left wrist, not necessarily all the way, so the shin may not be all the way up. You want to send the knee, the left knee, as far over to the left hand side as feels comfortable, so you don't have it in the center and you sort of lay on your leg. And then use your props now. So make yourself comfortable. Remember what I said at the beginning. If your body temperature has dropped now, grab a blanket. Come down, close your eyes and settle in. Another 30 seconds here. So very, very slowly We're coming out of that. We're going to swing our legs around this time. So come away from your props. You may, of course, use your pillows when you come into your rebound. So I'll just demonstrate that here, whether these are pillows or it is a bolster. So what that does is it just gives the lower back a little bit of space. So I want you to come now onto your back, close your eyes, and have your arms beside you. Let's take a breath in and a breath out. Noticing the new sensations in your body. Okay, draw your knees in towards you. You can give yourself a big hug now. Have a little roll side to side. Really push your tailbone down into your mat and flex your toes towards your face. We're going to come into a happy baby, but we won't be in this position for 3 minutes. We'll just hold it now for 1 minute. So you either take outsides of your feet or behind your knees. Pushing the tailbone down, pushing the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. Another 30 seconds here. Okay, roll to your left. Use your right hand and push yourself up to a seated position. And we're going to move into a couple of forward folds. To begin with, we're coming into butterfly. So if you want to sit up on a block, what that does is it helps to lift the hips and bring you forward. So give it a go. If it's not a block, it's a book or it's a pillow. Okay, so I'm just going to do some demonstrating with the bolster for those of you that have one. I don't expect all of you to have them, so the pillows can be the replacement. Okay, so using the bolster, you can use it in lots of different ways. You can have it lengthways like this, and maybe you need another block, or you could, so the soles of my feet are together now, and the feet are not really close like that. They want to be a little bit away. You're feeling it here into your groin, into your hips, and into your lower back. So 3 minutes, you might choose to start like this with a bolster or lots and lots of pillows. So you might want to pause again and go and get more. You can also bring blocks or pillows underneath the knees here. I want you to just rest, get as comfortable as you can. This is a little bit of an opportunity where you could just give your feet a little bit of love. So you're opening your feet out here, and you can use your thumb to just massage the bottoms of your feet. Okay, so just give your feet some love. So at the moment we're not able to get massages, so we have to do it to ourselves. So do that, move around, maybe moving to your toes. If you don't like it, if you don't like touching your feet, then by all means rest your hands. But an opportunity for you to just give yourself a little bit of love. Love yourself so that then you can go on and love others. I encourage you to keep your eyes closed for most of our practice together. As we have one more minute, you might readjust your props so you can go a little bit further, if that feels good for you. So we're slowly coming out of this now, and we're going to move our bolsters to one side for a moment and take the legs, the bolster or the pillows, take the legs out and give them a little bit of a wiggle around. We can take our hands behind us and windscreen wipe those legs. Okay, we're coming into another forward fold. So this is caterpillar. So our feet could be slightly apart or they could be together. We're folding ourselves forward again, so staying on a prop, if you did for the other position, is probably a good idea. So again, I'll just demonstrate with the bolster, but I'm probably going to need another block. So if you don't have a bolster, you use pillows instead. And I know this position, for me, causes a little bit of tension in the neck, usually. Now I'm presuming before I come into it, so I'm getting myself ready. So you, as I said, feet could be slightly apart or together, and we're finding a stretch down the back of our legs. So bring yourself forward, use as many props as you need, and make sure that the head is relaxed and there's no sensation there in the neck. Might just take a little bit of time in some of these positions to find the best possible position for you, and try and relax the feet. So I have a tendency to flex my feet because that's what I would practice, what I would teach and practice in vinyasa. So sometimes, until a teacher reminds me to relax my feet. Maybe it's the same for you. Maybe your hands, can you soften there? to remove a block and come a little bit further down. You may do the same. Very slowly coming up now. So we're going to again move our bolster to one side or our pillows, and now we'll come and lie back. So bring yourself onto your back, maybe using those pillows or the bolster underneath the knees. Okay, so just come and lie on your back. Take your time, arms beside you, palms facing up. Let's take a breath in and out. From here we're going to take a hold of a block, a book or a bolster to come into a supported bridge. So with the block I'll demonstrate, which could be similar to the book. We're going to bring it underneath our lower backs and our sacrum there, and I'm going to allow my legs to move out to the side, so feet are out to the side, and then the knees, they might just want to fall out like that or fall in. Okay, so see what your body wants you to do. If you're using, so come into that position if you have a book or a block. If you're using a bolster, then horizontally on your mat, lift yourself up and then come back. So same principle here, allow the knees to fall out, to allow them to fall in. And then close your eyes. Settle it in now. Quite a nice idea to bring your hands onto your tummy. So what that does is it allows you to connect to your breath, the rise and fall of your belly as you breathe in and as you breathe out.
Just one more minute here. Okay, so lift your hips up and then roll the bolster if it's there, or take the block away, the book. And I'm just going to roll my bolster so it then comes underneath my knees. You again can bring your pillows. Taking a breath in and out. Okay, from here we're going to move into a supported fish. So using either a bolster or your block. So we're going to bring it lengthways, okay? And then, so if it's a bolster, you're going to bring it lengthways, or if it's a block, then it's going to be in between your shoulder blades, like so. And then you're going to come and lie back. So if it's a bolster, push it up to your sacrum and then lie all the way back. I'm going to bring my feet together in butterfly. You might have your legs out straight. So here we're creating space in our chest, our heart space. Let's take a breath in and a breath out. Two more like that, breathing in and breathing out. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Okay, if your knees are out like mine, you're going to bring them in together. If your legs are extended again, you're going to bring them up to this position. And we're going to roll over to our left-hand side. Remove the prop. So just bring that over to one side. And then come and lie on your back. Lie flat on your back. Maybe the pillow or the bolster's under the knees again. Arms beside you. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Okay, so I want you to make sure that you've got a prop on the left-hand side of your mat, about arm's length away. And then I'm going to show you with a block. So I'm just going to put that block there. And we're going to bring our right knee in. So interlace the hands around the knee. And you're going to breathe in. And then breathe out as you send the right knee over to the left. Now you're using that prop, whether it's a pillow, a book, a bolster underneath the knee for a little bit of support. And I want you to look in the other direction, so to your right. Spinal twist. Taking your time coming out of that, so unravel and shift your hips to your left. Take your block or your prop to the other side. So I'm just a bit restricted here on space, but hopefully you've got a little bit more space. You might just shift your bottom even further. The right leg's extended, the left knee in. Interlace the hands, draw it in, breathe in. And let's breathe out, send the left knee to the right. Now I bend into my right knee because that feels comfortable for me. You might keep your right leg straight. The left arm is out. If there's limited space, bend the elbow and have a cactus arm there. close your eyes. One more minute here. Very slowly now coming out of that position and having a little bit of a wiggle around with the legs, so moving them side to side. If you need to grab a blanket, a pair of socks, dim the lights, you can do that now, so just pause me. And then I'm going to ask you to come and set up for your final rest. So come into your Shavasana, finding a comfortable position for you. Once you're there, close your eyes. Settle in now. Take a deep breath in and open your mouth. Deep rest. Love yourself enough to relax. Our bodies react to the world around us and within us in many ways. Our bodies act like sponges. They can soak up healing energy, or they can absorb and trap the negative energy of stress and tension. Some of us are so used to keeping our bodies tense and bound up that we don't even notice how much they hurt and how strained and tight our muscles are. Connect with your body and learn to tell how tense it is. Take a few moments throughout the day to see what hurts, what aches, and what muscles are being strained. Although tension can affect the entire body, many of us have favorite places in our body to store stress. Places that usually become tense, rigid, and full of aches.
Necks, shoulders, lower backs, their favorite traps. Become familiar with your body and where it stores stress and tension. Then learn to relax. Explore different options. Massage, meditation, soaking in the bathtub, sitting in a steam room, exercise, going for a gentle walk. Taking time to do activities that bring you pleasure. If you make the effort to explore relaxation techniques, you'll find ways to relax that you like and that you can afford. If you've been soaking up too much stress, then give yourself a break. Let your body start soaking up some healing energy too. Love yourself enough to help your body relax. Now, if you wish to stay here in your Shavasana for a little while longer, please do. If you wish to end your practice with me, then begin to move your fingers and your toes, your head from side to side, reaching your arms up above the head, point your toes forward. Bring your knees to your tummy and give yourself a big hug. Roll to your left hand side. Eyes remain closed. Come to a comfortable seat now at the top of your mat. Sit tall and bring your hands together at your heart center. Thank yourself for making this time for yourself today, for being kind to yourself so that you can go ahead and be kind to others. Let's take a breath in and out. Bring your thumb knuckles to the middle of your forehead with a quiet mind and an open heart. We close this practice together today by saying Namaste. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you very soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day and the week ahead.